Dear children, welcome to the class. How are you all, children? Wish you all in the name of Lord Almighty, children. Always have the faith on the Lord only. It will give victory in your life. Glory to the Lord. Let's recall what we have learned in the previous class. We have started learning about matrices. Matrix is a rectangular array of numbers in rows and columns. And the order of matrix indicates its rows and columns. And the general form of a matrix we have learned. In the previous class, we learned types of matrices, different type of matrices. Just have a fast recall on that. Row matrix. What's a row matrix? A matrix which has only one row but any number of column is known as a row matrix. Column matrix. Which is a column matrix? A matrix which has only one column but any number of rows is known as a column matrix. Third one is a square matrix. A matrix which has equal number of rows and columns is known as a square matrix. Then next one we will learn diagonal matrix. What's a diagonal matrix? A square matrix in which the entries above and below the leading diagonal are 0. Then it is known as a diagonal matrix. Then a diagonal matrix in which the entries along the leading diagonal are equal. That is known as a scalar matrix. Then in a scalar matrix, the entries along the leading diagonal are equal to 1. Then it is known as the identity matrix or unit matrix. In which letter it is denoted by? Good. It is denoted by the letter I. I2. I2 stands for identity matrix of order 2. I3 means identity matrix of order 3 by 3. Identity matrix is a matrix in which all the entries along the leading diagonal are 1 and above and below the leading diagonal entries are 0. Then what's a null matrix? A matrix which is of any order but all the entries are 0. Then it is known as a null matrix. These are types of matrix we learned. And what's the transpose of a matrix? Transpose of a matrix can be obtained by interchanging its rows and columns. How do you get transpose of a matrix? Just by interchanging rows into columns. When you change the rows into columns, automatically columns change into rows. That's why we can obtain the transpose of the matrix. Next is the we learned after transpose of matrix, what we have learned? We learned negative of a matrix. How do you get negative of a matrix? Negative of matrix can be obtained by multiplying all the elements of a particular matrix by -1. The sign of each and every entries would be changed in negative of a matrix. Then we learned equality of matrices. When two matrices are said to be equal. When two matrices are of same order, then they are said to be equal. The two matrices should be of same order and their corresponding entries should be same. Corresponding entries mean the first row, first column entry of the first one is equal to first row, first column entry of the second matrix. The first row, second column element of the first matrix is equal to first row, second column element of the second matrix. Then they are said to be the equal matrices. These are the things already we learned in the previous classes. This class we are going to continue with the sums related to the matter what we learned. Let us go to the class. Look at exercise 3.17, sixth sum. Matrix A is given and you are asked to verify transpose of A is equal to A. What is given? Matrix A is given. 3 row, 3 column matrix and you are asked to verify transpose of A transpose is equal to A. What is transpose of a matrix? How do you get transpose of a matrix? But just by interchanging the rows into columns. Write down A. What is given? 5, 2, 2 in the first row. Minus root 17, 0.7, 5 by 2 in the second row. 8, 3, 1 in the third row. And how do you get transpose of A? Just to change the row into column. First row 5, 2, 2 should be written as the first column in transpose of A. And second row should be written as the second column. And third row should be written as the third column. Just by interchanging the rows into columns, we get transpose of A. Now to get transpose of A, just to change the transpose of A into rows of transpose of A into columns of transpose of A. That is, what is transpose of A? First row is 5 root minus root 17 A. Write down into first column. And 2 0.73 second row into second column. And 2 5 by 2 1 third row into third column. Now compare this with A. which is equal to A. So transpose of A is equal to A. And look at seventh sum, third subdivision. Subdivision 1 and 2, hope that you have done as homework. Third subdivision, equality of matrices. Two matrices are given, x plus y plus z, xz, x plus z, y plus z are the rows in first matrix. What's the sign given here? Equal. This is equal to 9, 5, 7. That's the another matrix. The two matrices are equal. What's the condition for two matrices are equal? They are of same order and their corresponding entries are same. So this is of order 3 by 1. 3 rows and there are just only one column. And here also 3 rows, 1 column. And since the matrices are equal, their corresponding entries are same. What are the corresponding entries? First row, first column is equal to first row, first column. This is a single element. People don't think that these are 3 elements. This is a single element. X plus y plus z is a single element. That is equal to 9. Then second row only one element, that is x plus z, which is the one element and which is equal to 5. And third row is y plus z, that is equal to 7. Now we got 3 equations in the variables x, y and z. You are asked to find the values of these variables. How do you get this? No elimination method, just a substitution method. First equation is x plus y plus z. 3 values are here. Either substitute x plus z here or y plus z here. I have substituted 3 in the first one. What is the third equation? Y plus z is equal to 7. So in the first equation, x plus y plus z, in the place of y plus z, what do you have to substitute? The value of y plus z as 7. So x plus 7 is equal to 9. From this we get x is equal to 2. Let us find what is y and z. Substitute x is equal to 2 in second equation. That is, what's the second equation? X plus z is equal to 5. In this, substitute the value of x is equal to 2. So 2 plus z is equal to 5, z is equal to 5 minus 2, z is equal to 3. Now we got the values of x and z. To get y, substitute z is equal to 3 in the third equation. What's the third equation? Y plus z is equal to 7. So y plus 3 is equal to 7, y is equal to 7 minus 3, y is equal to 4. Now we got the values for x, y and z. Let us see operations on matrices. What are the 4 basic operations in mathematics? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. But in matrices we have addition, subtraction and multiplication of matrices. First we are going to learn addition and subtraction of matrices. So what is the condition to add or subtract 2 matrices or more than that? The only condition is the 2 matrices should be of same order. So 2 matrices can be added or subtracted only if they are of same order, or else we cannot add them up. Look, addition and subtraction of matrices is a very simple concept. If they are of same order, surely they may have same number of elements, and each corresponding element should be added up or subtracted up. Look at this example, it will be clear. A 1, 2, 3 first row, 4, 5, 6 second row, 7, 8, 9 in third row. What's the order of A? 3 by 3 order. And B 170 in first row, 131 in second row, 240 in third row. What's the order of B? 3 by 3. So order of A and order of B both are same. Here it is of order 3 by 3, B is also of order 3 by 3. So A plus B is possible because they are of same order. How to add them up? Write down A plus B, write down both the matrices, simply add the corresponding entries. First row, first element. First row, first column element should be added with first row, first column element of B. What's the first row, first column element of A? 1. First row, first column element of B is 1. So 1 plus 1. And first row, second column of A, 2. First row, second column of B, 7. 2 plus 7. First row, third column of A, 3. And second row, third column of B is 0. 3 plus 0. Like that, in each row, you have to add the corresponding entries. 4 plus 1. Then 5 plus 3. 6 plus 1. Third row, 7 plus 2. 8 plus 4. 9 plus 0. As they are of same order, you can add the corresponding entries. And this step is not necessary when you are practicing it. So for first sum alone, you write it down. The following sums, no need to write this step. Directly you may add it and write. So the answer is 293, 587, 912, 9. So keep it in mind, people. The 2 matrices can be added or subtracted only if they are of same order. If the order differs, they cannot be subtracted or added. Let us see example 3.61. Go through the sum. It's on page number 145 of your book. Two examinations were conducted for 3 groups of students, namely Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and their data on average of marks for the subjects Tamil, English, Science, Mathematics are given below in the form of matrices A and B. People, matrices are very good elements to store the data. Instead of writing in tabular columns, we can easily store so much of data in the form of matrices. Here two matrices are given. The first matrices test marks are shown in the matrix A, and second matrix B, it shows the test marks, second test marks. And the first group is in first row, second group mark is in second row, third group mark is in third row, and first column indicates Tamil mark, second column indicates English mark, third column indicates science mark, fourth column indicates mathematics marks. We are asked to find the total marks of both the examinations for all the 3 groups. Let us write down what's the information given. So let matrix A shows the first test marks. So write down the matrix A, and let matrix B shows the second test mark, matrix B. Each of the matrices, what's the order? 3 by 4 order, 3 rows and 4 columns. Rows represents group 1, group 2, group 3, and the column represents the subjects. To get the total marks, what we have to do? Add the A plus B. So A plus B is easily obtained by adding the corresponding entries of A with corresponding entries of B. So write down them clearly, and then matrix should be written very clearly and neatly. The rows and columns can be easily identified with your writing. Don't collapse it while writing, okay? Then only you can add it up easily. 22 plus 20, 42 total mark. And 15 plus 38, 53. 14 plus 15, 29. 23 plus 40, 63. Then 15 plus 18. Second row, first column, 68. 62 plus 12, 74. 21 plus 17, 38. 30 plus 18, 110. 2 rows are over. And third row, first column, 53 plus 81, 134. 80 plus 47, 127. 32 plus 52, 84. 40 plus 18, 58. So this is the way of adding two matrices. So what's the condition for adding two matrices? They should be of same order. Example 3.62, two matrices are given, A and B. You are asked to add them. Look at A. What's the order of A? A is of order 3 by 3 because it has 3 rows and 3 columns. What's the order of B? 3 by 2. It has 3 rows and 2 columns. Can you add A and B? No, we can't. Why? Because the order differs. The condition to add two matrices is they are of same order. Here the order of A and order of B are not in same. Therefore we cannot add it up. So A plus B is not possible. The next one, multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. Scalar may be any number. Let A be a matrix, K be a scalar, then K is obtained by multiplying all the elements of A by K. Suppose in algebra you have A is equal to 3. What is 4A? 4 into 3, 12. Like the same, if A is a matrix and K is a scalar, to get Ka, multiply all the elements of A by that scalar. Scalar may be any number, any real number. It may be a rational, irrational, natural number or whole number, any number. So here A is equal to 1 minus 503, a 2 by 2 order matrix. What is 3A? 3 is the scalar here. 3A is equal to 3 into all the elements of the matrix. 3 into 1, 3. 3 into minus 5, minus 15. 3 into 0, 0. 3 into 3, 9. So, scalar multiplication of a matrix by scalar means multiplying all the elements of a particular matrix by the particular scalar. Example 3.63, two matrices are given, A and B. You are asked to find 2A plus B. Look at what are the order of A and B. A is of order 3 by 3, B is of order 3 by 3. 2A plus B means we have to multiply all the elements of A by 2 and that result should be added with the elements of B. So write it as 2 into A, 2 into matrix A plus matrix B. 2A, multiply all the elements of A by 2. 2 into 7, 14, 2 8s are 16, 2 6s are 12, and 2 into 1, 2, 2 3s are 6, 2 9s are 18, and 2 into minus 4, minus 8, 2 into 3, 6, 2 into minus 1, minus 2. So this is the value of 2A plus B. Then how do you add them up? Corresponding entries should be added. 14 plus 4, 18, and 16 plus 11, 27, 12 minus 3, which is equal to 9. Like the same, second row should be added with second row elements, third row should be added with the third row elements. Finally, we got the answer for what is 2a plus b. Look at example 3.64. Two matrices are given, A and B. You are asked to find 4a minus 3b. Listen carefully, 4a minus 3b. Let us calculate what is 4a first. 4a means all the elements of a should be multiplied by 4. 4 into 5, 20, 4 4s are 16, 4 into minus 2, minus 8. And 4 into 1 by 2, 2 and 4 will be cancelled, that is 2. 4 into 3 by 4, 4 and 4 will be cancelled, which is 3. 4 into root 2 is 4 root 2. Then third row, 4 into 1, 4, 4 9s are 36, 4 4s are 60. This is the value of 4a. Like the same, next value minus 3b. So I am going to calculate minus 3b, not 3b, okay? Minus 3b. Minus 3b is equal to minus 3 into b. Multiply all the elements of b by minus 3. Minus 3 into minus 7, 21. Minus 3 into 4, minus 12. Minus 3 into minus 3 plus 9. Minus 3 into 1 by 4, minus 3 by 4. Minus 7 into 7 by 2, minus 21 by 2. Minus 3 into 3 is minus 9. Then third row, minus 3 into 5, minus 15. Minus 3 into minus 6 is 18. Minus 3 into 9 is minus 27. So we got the value of minus 3b. People, we are asked to calculate 4a minus 3b. As we have calculated minus 3b here, we have to add these two values. Keep it in mind, what we have calculated here, minus 3b is calculated. So what we have to done with the results? Both of them should be added up, not subtracted. Okay? Because this is already multiplied by minus 3. So write 4a plus minus 3b. Plus and the minus is minus. So plus minus 3b. Then like the same, all the corresponding entries should be added up. Very clear in adding the fractions and the irrational numbers like 4 root 2. 20 plus 21, 41. 16 minus 12, 4. Minus 8 plus 9 is 1. Then 2 of minus 3 by 4 is, take 4 as LCM, 2 4s are 8. 8 minus 3 is 5, 5 by 4. 3 minus 21 by 2. 2 3s are 6. 6 minus 21 is minus 15 by 2. And 4 root 2 minus 9, we are not able to substitute the value of root 2 here. So just write it as 4 root 2 minus 9 as it is. Then 4 minus 15 is minus 11. 36 plus 18 is 54. 16 minus 27 is equal to minus 11. So this is the final answer for 4a minus 3b. Children, this class we have learned what are the operations on matrices. Two operations we have learned. Addition and subtraction of matrices. What's the condition for adding or subtracting matrices? They are of same order. If they are not same order, it is not possible to add them or subtract them. What's the procedure to add them? If they are of same order, the corresponding entry should be added up or subtracted up. And we learn what is the multiplication of a matrix by scalar. Scalar is any number. For example, if your matrix A is given and you are asked to find 4a, what you have to do? 4 is the scalar. All the elements in matrix A should be multiplied by 4. Listen the class thoroughly, children, and do the homework given in the homework page. Thank you, people.